It is exactly 8:30 a.m. East African time, and Kampala City Hall, the headquarters of Kampala capital city, Uganda's capital, is buzzing.
3, 2, 1, go!
Cyclists from different parts of the city have gathered for their monthly ride, popularly known as Kampala Cycling Day.
Kampala Cycling Day is all about advocating for safe cycling infrastructure. We all know that transport is a DNA or is a core for any business, for any human endeavor. So we come here with bicycles to show people that, first of all, bicycle is a reliable mode of transport. Bicycle, they can help in mitigating traffic jam in the city. Bicycle is a zero emission means of mobility that if we massively adopt use of bicycle in Kampala, we can reduce on the air pollution, we can reduce on traffic jam, and we can promote health.
The Open Cycling Day is organized by eBee, a social enterprise that holds a vision of reducing air pollution in Uganda.
Everything has a start. If you don't start, this is the start. We are heading there. We shall advocate for this, not only here at KCCA. We are planning to go to Parliament, because these are the lawmakers. They are the ones who pass budgets. And then also we want to get to the President of Uganda to know that cycling is important in all aspects. Keeping the environment safe, because bicycles don't emit any emissions. Because you talk about global warming. So this bicycle doesn't impact the environment in any way. So it's a big thing we're advocating for. Yes, only cycling is not enough, but it's good for a start. We are putting out our voice.
The company that was first pioneered in Kenya is now building advocacy in Uganda through the monthly cycling for safe cycling lanes. This is their 6th time they are doing it, and they have mobilized up to 30 people.
Kampala Cycling Day is one of the strategies we use to interact with decision makers, that when you're building roads, ensure that they are safe for cyclists, and that helps people to adopt cycling. Because when someone knows that using a bike is safe, they will massively adopt. And that will also feed in other entities, like we know amount of time we waste in traffic jam. Have you ever tried to understand the economic costs traffic jam has on Ugandans in terms of time, in terms of fuel burning, in terms of pollution, like all those like social issues?
Their routes looped the metropolis, navigating tricky intersections like Parliamentary Avenue, Ginger Road Junction, Yusuf Luley Road, Mulago Roundabout, Wandegea, Bomba Road and Kampala Road before finding their way back to City Hall. These cyclists are championing the way to a sustainable transport model with no toxic gas emissions. Kampala ranks 8th as the most polluted city in Africa, and the air pollution level is 8 times higher than the recommended standard. Environment regulator National Environment Management Authority affirms that mobility is the biggest air polluter in the city. Also, NEMA says about 31,600 people died from diseases related to contaminated air in 2023. Globally, the World Health Organization reports that air pollution is responsible for 6.7 million premature deaths.
As Kampala City, we struggle with congestion, we struggle with pollution, and transport contributes 24% of the air pollution in the city.
Because transport is a cross-cutting essential. Whether you're a housewife, you're looking for a relationship, you're looking for food, you're going to school, you're information searcher, you need mobility from one point to another. So it's up to us, like, okay, people are not aware that electric bicycle can be a reliable mode of transport. We need to create that awareness. people to become conscious that, okay, we can use bicycle as a sustainable mode of transport.
The Cycling Day is building inspiration for Ugandans to take up the cycling culture and also engaging city engineers to see the need for safer cycling lanes.
So we've been looking for ways in which we can really partner with the public to spread the word that, you know what, you don't always have to drive even for short trips. You can be able to walk or to cycle. So we do promote cycling and walking as means of transportation, especially for short trips within the city. And that is how eBee comes on board. And then they had the electric bikes, which was even better because oftentimes we'll tell you that I can't cycle, it is hard, where will I shower from, I'll be dirty, how do I freshen up if I'm at work? So with the electric bike, it's not that energy intensive. It's basically supporting your movement. So we thought that that was a good way of promoting cycling in the city.
So all this cycling may not be the magic bullet to solve all the problems, but we're here to explore how can integrating cycling in our transport system can enable us to address some of these transport challenges, especially in congested town, in congested cities like Kampala.
eBee is reimagining a clean, organized and sustainable Kampala away from the usual spoils of mobility and industrialization.
Basically, these are the bikes we make at eBee, and they come in two different types. We have this one, this is the EBX and the Nuki. These two look similar, but they're different. This one has no carrier and this one has a carrier. So this one, the Nuki, has a capability of carrying up to 50 kilograms on its carrier. But then, the difference from the traditional bikes, this bike comes with a display, it has a battery, rechargeable, and this battery can take you up to 90 kilometers of full charge. Just like any other traditional bike, you have to pedal it. But it has a pedal assist, that's the biggest difference we have. It has a pedal assist that if you start pedaling, to come on and assist you.
Whereas city dwellers are yet to appreciate the cycling day, the few participants that come in are promising to still lead and take on the cause to greater heights.
Technically, we started in August last year when I cycled from Kampala to Nairobi. That's when this campaign, Kampala Cycling Day, started. Yeah, that's how it started. So, but officially, Kampala Cycling Day started in January. Guess how many numbers we had on that day? We almost canceled it. There were 8 people. But because of the community response, the enthusiasm, the 8 people displayed, you were like, let's do it. You know, for you to do advocacy, you must be having an end game. So when it comes to advocacy, you want to talk to the policymakers, to engineers, to road financing institutions, to all stakeholders involved in designing roads, that how do we attain the objective of safe cycling lanes in Kampala? If we attain that and the established safe cycling infrastructure, that means the public can massively adopt cycling as a cheaper, reliable, sustainable, zero-emission means of transport. But they can only do that if there's safe cycling infrastructure.
E-mobility will allow Uganda to minimize harmful emissions from traditional gasoline-powered modes of transportation, as cycling 1 mile saves almost 300 grams of toxic greenhouse gases that could otherwise be generated by a gasoline engine.